Whitman had some big plays also for Minnesota to keep them in it.
And Purdue, blue collar team trying to pull off its second straight upset in this tournament. Took out Florida State last weekend. Whitman laughing because she had to climb over a teammate to keep that play alive. As the setter Palmer got in her way, and Minnesota gets the point.
Minnesota has some experience, again, a couple of transfer players, but they brought experience with them out of Santa Clara. Catherine Harms is a senior as well, and you have to figure that after that break, they probably just said, okay, let's just split things up, get a break, and regroup.
Beautiful tip by Robarczyk. She's had a nice match.
They've started her in some big games. Those being against Florida State to get her team to this point. 12 kills in that one. And she's been big here in this one as well.
Kramer with the serve.
Passing has been the story really for Minnesota. In set number 1, the passing was off that time. Ariel Turner on the other side for Purdue waiting on it.
Short serve. Santana got it over from Minnesota. Turner off a couple of hands. Another good play by Santana to keep the point alive, and Minnesota gets it. The super freshman, Dolly Santana, with another couple of good plays on that point.
There's Carly Kramer. And Pam, a new jersey. She's got the gold jersey, had the white jersey on in sets 1 and 2. I don't know. She likes to mix things up. She's the character on Purdue's team.
Good catch there. The libero has to have a different colored jersey. Oh boy, Dixon with authority. Oh.
You missed the pass and send it up to her in the middle, and she's going to put it straight down.
On the overpass, and Dixon sends it home. Harms with the lefty serve. And that sailed wide by Robarczyk. Minnesota up by 2 points.
Robarczyk, who's moved to the right side. She came to Purdue as a middle, then they moved her to the outside, and now they've shifted her over on the right side. Whatever the team needs.
Taverson had to get it over and did. That's another good save for Purdue. Kramer had to keep it in play and did. Taverson setting it for Dixon. That's too long from Turner.
Turner at times gets a little sidearm to a couple of her shots when she tries to, I think, adjust and redirect around the block.
Last year's Big Ten Player of the Year as a junior, first-team All-American, academic All-American. Now in their senior season with Purdue. Vicky Jones with the hit. Taverson sets it up for Santana. Dixon on the slide.
Why not? If you're Minnesota, I think every opportunity you've got to try that one, because that is Tori Dixon's favorite play. And for Dave Shondell and his team, not easy to block and stop.
Taverson in there to set. Gives him some more height up there in the front row. 9 kills for Dixon. And that's a terrific serve from Harms that Kramer couldn't handle. And Minnesota's off to a good start in the 3rd set. Too good if you're Purdue's Dave Shondell. Golden Gophers with the early lead here in the 3rd. Purdue and Minnesota split the first 2 sets. Now the Golden Gophers up by 5 points here in the 3rd set in West Lafayette. Ariel Turner's had quite a match so far for Purdue.
The decision-making has just been spectacular from the senior and from all areas. They are setting her in every single position, both pins out of the back row, and she's had an injury with her shoulder, so she took a lot of time off in the offseason, and she's really been able to get it done without so much power.
Impact player update, both of them having great impacts. That's Catherine Harms back there to serve for the Gophers.
Amazing lefty jump serve, and a player that didn't start doing this until Big Ten play this year. She said it wasn't consistent enough. She didn't feel comfortable with it.
Taverson setting it for Santana. Taverson's giving them a nice lift coming in there to set.
Yeah, she has. Gives them size. It's a different presence. She hasn't had to scramble around quite as much as Palmer was. The quickness of Dolly Santana. She is so fast. It's almost impossible for the block to get set.
Minnesota up 6. Best of 5 set match. The winner plays Penn State tomorrow. Taverson setting it for Harms. Gets it over to Daly. Or to Dolly Santana, excuse me. And that's another good play by Turner.
And you really can't blame Ashley Whitman, number 13 and wide for Minnesota, to be as far back as she was, because Ariel Turner can put something on it. And instead, she does a little roll shot up and over. Took some off.
It's like a changeup here. The pitcher, they were expecting the fastball and got the change.
We've seen this from Ariel Turner, the roll shot. And it's where you basically, she gets topspin up and over, just rolls the ball up and over, takes something off of it. It's just great decision making by her.
Out of the back row, Harms kept alive by Fox. Good block, boy, Dixon. She surprised herself at how effective that was. Big face after that play.
I love her emotion. I like this player, Tori Dixon. She does so many things so well. They said she is a complete player. We are seeing it.
Burnsville, Minnesota. Ariel Turner. This time hammers it down in front of Bowl.
It's a knuckleball from Ariel Turner. She had some side spin on that one, but whatever works, whatever gets you to serve back.
Dixon again on the slide, but too much. Minnesota thinking it was touched by a Purdue player, but the point goes to the Boilermakers.
McCutcheon's up, still looking at the officials, not happy, thought there was a touch.
Very close to the court. Whitman and Kramer does the splits to save that one, but the Gophers ultimately get the point.
Ashley Whitman, she gets a hold of it. It is straight down.
Tori Dixon back to serve for Minnesota. Set it up for Kiki Jones on the slide. We haven't seen her do much lately. Purdue asks for the touch. They don't get it. Minnesota point. They're up by 6.
Kiki Jones got going early on, and we really haven't mentioned her name much as of late. Purdue has really been working it around to multiple players.
They go all the way to the other side. Anderson tried to slam it down. Oh, that's terrific.
Excellent read. Libero Kramer with a back set. Nice finish from Purdue.
Kiki Jones' turn to serve. Whitman couldn't get that one over the net. And the regional final coming away tomorrow at 4 Eastern time on ESPNU. Penn State, the #1 overall seed, awaits the winner of this match. Palmer back into set. That's a good block.
Minnesota tried to let it go. They thought it was going to go wide.
Drury and Katie Griffin, number 10, who has come in. She has given Purdue some quality play in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, Drury tried to slide over at the last second, got that left hand up as well to try to help.
And Neal keeping that alive for Purdue, and then good net play from Rachel Davis.
Such a smart player. Rachel Davis at 6 feet in your center. Great job at the last minute to take that left arm, bring it over to her left to make sure she got the block. Hands up and over, and the finish. That's a great feel, especially for the setter.
So Minnesota and Purdue splitting the first 2 sets. This timeout is taken. Minnesota up by 2 points in the 3rd set. We've had some results already. Oregon has defeated Brigham Young and BYU in 4 sets, and Nebraska has taken the first 2 sets from the University of Washington. So Nebraska in Omaha, close to its home in Lincoln, in a good position right now to take on Oregon in tomorrow's final. USC swept Wichita State, and right now Texas and Florida are battling to see who will play the Trojans tomorrow night on ESPNU. And finally out west in the Berkeley Regional, Stanford, number 2 seed behind Penn State, takes on Iowa State about an hour and a half from now after Michigan and Michigan State finish their match.
Iowa State, a team that took out Minnesota from the regional semi last year. Gophers trying to go a little further this year.
Once again, join us tomorrow at 4 Eastern time on ESPNU. No doubt, Russ Rose is seeing what's going on elsewhere. The terrific head coach for Penn State. We will see Penn State take on the winner of this match tomorrow at 4 Eastern. Whoever wins tomorrow heads to Louisville for the national semifinals on Thursday. Kiki Jones with another serve. Palmer sets it over to Whitman. And Katie Griffin, the redshirt junior, number 10 in black, used to play a lot, has become a role player, and head coach Dave Shondell loves it. Says she's the ultimate team player, has been fine with the diminished playing time, is a great cheerleader on the bench, but Krista, she's made a couple of great plays here in this set.
Yeah, and that's, you know, whatever they need from her, that's what she's willing to give. Again, a starter, a big-time recruit out of high school, and now she's a role player, and she's okay with it. She's also a big-time academic student as well.
Anna Knudsen, one of 2 transfers from Santa Clara, playing in their first, and for her only season at Minnesota, gets the kill.
She was a first-team All-WCC before she transferred. She was really a primary offensive threat for Santa Clara, so she's had some adjusting here with Minnesota because they have a lot of options.
And then at the net, Rachel Davis with the stuff.
She has been big at the net. One-on-one, Rachel Davis overpowers the middles of Minnesota.
Again, Rachel Davis is the setter, but at 6 feet tall. An asset at the net. And that big swing works for Whitman.
Ashley Whitman has been good. Averages 3 kills per set. She actually leads this team in digs. She is definitely an all-around player.
A player that Coach McCutcheon loves, and there's a kill on the other side for Drury. This has been a nip and tuck match all the way.
Well, Drury's a player that really lacked some confidence. Coach Shondell said she just a month ago kind of came into her game and has really come on.
For her ACL, it's taken her a while to get confidence in that knee. Kramer on the floor yet again for Purdue. Minnesota with the effective block up front with Santana and Knudsen combining.
Annie Drews, the lefty freshman, has come in for Purdue, and that time the set was definitely too low. Probably should have just gone ahead and bumped that one over.